Hey guys, what's up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video, and we got two major giveaways coming up here, guys. So the first giveaway that you can enter right now is a $500 giveaway that is going to be ended in 2 days. All that you have to do is press the like button on this video and comment something down below, and you're automatically entered. That is it. It's very simple, and you can enter in a couple of seconds. The second giveaway that we're doing is a giveaway on my second channel called Dusty, and what we're doing on here is a $500 giveaway as well. Once this channel hits 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving that away. But also, guys, there's two videos on here, and you can actually earn yourself a teeny weeny bit of XRP just by retweeting the tweets of these videos. But they have no ads, no affiliate links, no selling, nothing. So make sure you guys check them out as they're completely free, and I think they'll definitely help you out. They have some quality info, man. I gotta tell you, and I put a lot of effort into making these, way more than into making the videos on this channel. Guys, something crazy has been happening from Ripple, and we're talking about this right here. Open letter from Ripple asks the US government for fair crypto regulation. This is something that we've been talking about for quite a long time, but finally, it is coming along. Finally, we're getting some of this movement that we've expected and have been hoping for a longer while. Ripple is really reflecting the greatness that we all expect from them. They really are. And again, this is another hashtag zero doubt moment, from me at least, where I'm just like, man, this stuff is so crazy. How can they just be this good? But let's quickly check out the article here. So, blockchain payment network Ripple signed an open letter to the United States regulators on July 28th ahead of fresh hearings on cryptocurrency regulation this week. In the wake of mixed feelings from Congress on both Facebook's Libra digital currency and crypto more broadly, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse appealed to Washington to be lenient in its future approach. The letter, which follows other recent concerns from Garlinghouse, begins with, "Many in the blockchain and digital currency industry are responsible actors. We are good, responsible to US and international law. We are responsible to serving the greater good." Ripple, the company behind the altcoin of the same name, XRP. That's a little bit of a weird sentence to write. Ripple is the company behind the altcoin of the same name, XRP. It's not the same name then, right? If it's called XRP, then it's not the same name as... Okay, that's a little bit strange. Used as a native token for its payment network and associated project. I guess I also would not say that they're the company behind XRP. I would be a little bit skeptical by saying that, but the network has seen interest from banks around the world, most of which are keen on cutting costs on international transactions in particular. The company and its executives have meanwhile often found themselves at the center of controversy in the cryptocurrency world, due mainly to questions surrounding Ripple's relationships to XRP and disputes over decentralization. In the letter, Garlinghouse appeared to continue that tone, unveiling rare praise of central banks and government monetary policy, something which Bitcoin specifically was designed to counter. He also mentioned trust as an essential component of a currency gaining wider acceptance. Bitcoin, based on maths, succeeded because it removed the need to trust any party involved in the transaction process. He continued by saying, "We don't take for granted the vital role of central banks in issuing currencies and setting monetary policy in concerns with the complex dynamics of economies around the world. For centuries, governments have been well suited for the job because paramount to the acceptance of any currency is trust." Concluding, Garlinghouse said the country was the international spotlight over its response to the innovative sector. He said, "We urge you to support regulation that does not disadvantage U.S. companies using these technologies to innovate responsibly and classifies digital currencies in a way that recognizes their fundamental differences, not painting them with a broad brush." And this is exactly what we've been seeing in some of the Brad Garlinghouse interviews as well, following Trump's tweets and the I don't know, Jerome Powell, I believe's a big speech as well. Garlinghouse reported by saying, hopefully they do not shear us all or painting us all with a broad brush. There's a few other sayings that I can't remember how to say in English, but it's basically the message. It's all the same, and he's now really showing that he's serious about this. As Cointelegraph reported this week, U.S. lawmakers will again sit to debate cryptocurrency and blockchain policy. The debate hearing examining regulatory frameworks for digital currencies and blockchain is scheduled on Tuesday, July 30th, so that is already today. Pretty excited about that to see what they have to bring. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I have no idea what they're going to be what it's going to be resulting in, but I'm pretty excited to say the least. I'm trying to open this letter as well. There we go. It's a 2-minute letter. Let's quickly read through it. Our open letter to Congress. Dear Congress, please do not paint us with a broad brush. Many in the blockchain and digital currency industry are responsible actors. We are responsible to U.S. and international law. We are responsible to serving the greater good. We don't take for granted the vital role of central banks in issuing currencies and setting monetary policy in concert with the complex dynamics of economies around the world. For centuries, governments have been well suited for the job because paramount to the acceptance of any currency is trust. Companies like ours in the United States and others abroad, employ these innovations in partnerships with regulated financial institutions to enable the world to move money across borders like it already moves information, efficiently, reliably, inexpensively, and in our view, digital currencies have the opportunity to complement existing currencies like the US dollar, not replace them. And this is something that they did not mention in the Cointelegraph article, that he says, in our view, digital currencies have the opportunity to complement existing currencies like the US dollar, not replace them. But in the literal sense, it actually does fall into the basket really well with XRP, since what XRP is doing there is really acting as a liquidity tool, being sort of a middle guy, if you get my drift right there, right? You're going from US dollar with XRP to pesos as an example, Mexican pesos. You're really being a complement for traditional fiat, so normal currencies, instead of really replacing it. Though I see a potential for both replacing and being the processor, so the middle guy. I definitely think that their view at this exact point is that they can really live together. And also, for him to write that they are not able to would be the dumbest thing ever. So it's a very good theory, and I think it's the best thing he could have written. Without a doubt, blockchain and digital currencies will engender greater, I've never seen this word before, engender, greater financial inclusion and economic growth, not unlike the internet's historic impact. As it did with the internet, the US has a chance to lead the way, nurturing this economic opportunity while continuing to protect privacy and stability. We urge you to support regulation that does not disadvantage U.S. companies using these technologies to innovate responsibly and classifies digital currencies in a way that recognizes their fundamental differences and not painting them with a broad brush. Without regulatory clarity, we risk pushing the innovation, tax revenue, and jobs that these new technologies create overseas. You have the world's attention. Let's come together and seize the moment, respectively, Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. Now, one thing I should definitely add to the situation here is that you should not be too worried about this whole letter if it just gets ignored or denied or anything like that, because of one very important line. You can see right here, I highlighted it. He said, without regulatory clarity, we risk pushing the innovation, tax revenue, and jobs that these technologies create overseas. So what he's actually not excluding here is that if America is not planning to accept this all, that they're going to be moving to another country that's more accepting towards these crypto projects, towards blockchain, towards the whole premise of Ripple, towards everything that they have, being fintech and all. There's a good chance that they're going to be moving outside of the US. And I know a lot of you naturalistic USA guys will not like it, but for the better purpose here, it's important that they want to continue on whatever happens in the country of origin at this state. I think it's very good to have a line like this in there as well to show that they're not afraid to continue outside, and the U.S. really has a good benefit in trying to keep them in because it will give them tax revenue and jobs, and even innovation from outside the U.S. or inside the U.S. That's a positive thing as well. So I'm also thinking here the U.S. really is going to do everything they can to make it nice for Ripple, but we don't know yet, right? It could also be the exact opposite. Maybe they hate them. Who knows? Chris Larson added around the tweet. He said on Twitter, "This industry is at an inflection point. We Ripple, as government leaders here in the US and around the world, to not put all crypto in one bucket. There are legitimate, formative use cases. Let's work together to advance innovation while protecting consumers. The time is now." And Garlinghouse said on the situation, "This industry is at crossroads. On the eve of more congressional hearings on blockchain, we Ripple want to make things clear. Not all crypto is the same, and we're committed to partnering with governments and financial institutions globally." I again think it's beautiful for them to say such things, and I'm really hoping for the longevity of Ripple and XRP, of course. Now, on the side here, as we just covered the letter, which is really important, Ripple website was down today. I actually noticed it due to a lot of tweets of people saying Ripple can go down, but XRP cannot, and that's something that I find fun all the time. Yes, of course, Ripple can go bankrupt. Ripple can go down right now. The Ripple website can go down, and nobody will ever hear from them again. It could be. XRP is not going to go down, though. There was a little bit of a debate about that a couple of weeks ago here, but I don't think that's much of an issue anymore. And the general idea here is that if Ripple dies out, XRP can still live on. Now, something that people noticed though when Ripple went down today is that after the website came back up, a couple of things were changed. Now, one of the things that was changed is the text right here. A_gray_man on Twitter says, "I could be going mad, but didn't this say 1,500 transactions before?" And he has a screenshot attached from the Ripple websites, which under YXRP says, "Stable, all 30 million ledgers closed without issue since inception, scalable, throughput capacity over 50,000 TPS, and some other cool things." But yes, that used to say 1,500. I know that for a fact, as we have covered it in videos before. But there's a very big difference between on and off ledger, which is what they've changed here most likely. So here is a screenshot from earlier before how the website was looking. XRP at 1,500 TPS. And what they've now changed it to is to off ledger, which of course it can do 50,000 transactions per second easily. Actually, Alex Kopp also added it here. I think they could be talking about the 50K TPS scale off ledger, and Stuart actually correct Alex one. Oh no, to get to 50,000 TPS, you need to use off-chain scaling schemes like payment channels by David Schwartz. Yeah, so it is actually correct. Now we know for a fact, actually, since David Schwartz said it, that this 50,000 TPS is off ledger, 1,500 is on ledger. There's a big difference, but you'll probably never know unless you know what they are, and then you would have already noticed. But another tweet is from XRP Neo, XP Anderson on Twitter. He says, "When XP moons, I'm getting into real estate after the housing market crashes, going for the discount. Because of business-driven dream," on Twitter, and they said, "Did you know real estate creates 90% of millionaires? We'll explain why and how below." Yada, yada, yada. Cool. But one fun fact that I thought was also pretty cool to see is that, getting into real estate once XP does really good is quite interesting, because is the plan there to then buy all your real estate with XRP? So, you're looking for listings based in BTC and XRP and whatever in crypto, like there are some already out there? Or are you looking for, the gains to be there in a couple of months or a couple of years when the big recession comes once more, and you get out of your crypto, go to fiat, and then buy houses with it? Or what's the idea? I'm wondering what a lot of you guys are thinking on that situation. I'm wondering. Let me know. And last but not least, A_gray_man, A_gray_man, that's the same guy actually. He has another observation from the Ripple website. He says, Ripple website down today, now back up and look at the website on where by XRP. Anyone notice a new exchange? And yeah, a lot has actually been changed. Some exchanges have been pulled off, some exchanges have been put on here, but definitely one, I think this one is new, right? I actually don't really know since I don't check the Ripple website that often, but SBI virtual currencies, XP to Japanese yen, is now definitely on there. Bitree's on there, which we covered earlier today as well, and doing pretty good, guys. I don't know if there's anything new. Kraken, Coin One. A lot of these guys are saying no. Maybe SBI. Maybe SBI has been there before. No, it's been there last week as well, so it's not new. I don't know though, guys. If you notice anything new on the website, it's because of today. There was an update, so you know now, or you now know what's been going on. That was it for this video though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you press the like button on this video and comment something down below. Also make sure you check out my second channel. It's called Dusty. A link for that is in the description below. But I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care everybody and sleep well.